The Parthenon is now considered one of the greatest monuments from the classical era. It is a perfect embodiment of the civilization that created it. It shows their ideas of humanism, realism, and harmony, all of which were staples along the arts with the culture of the ancient Greeks. The Parthenon was originally built between 447 BCE and 432 BCE in the heart of Athens, Greece. Placed atop a central hill in the Acropolis, the temple was constructed to honor the goddess Athena. The name itself is from the Greek word Parthenos, meaning maiden. According to Britannica Encyclopedia, the Parthenon was built by architects Incatus and Callicrates under the supervision of the sculptor Phidias. Phidias also contributed to the Parthenon by sculpting the statue of Athena, which was at the center of the temple. The temple was also heavily decorated on the outside. Temple was constructed using the post and lintel construction method, a common style of building during the time of the Greeks. The rectangular shaped structure was constructed using prominently the Doric order, the simplest of the three orders. The Ionic order was also used in construction of the interior rooms of the temple. The building was constructed using extremely precise portions. These proportions, that would later become known as the Golden Ratio, show that the temple was built with aesthetics in mind. The proportions of the temple are approximately 8:5. The temple was divided into two separate rooms on the interior. One of these rooms was the treasury, and the other the cella. The cella, or central hall, was where the statue of Athena was believed to be kept. The symmetrical columns were created with a slight curvature inwards and are also thicker at the bottom to give the illusion of perfectly straight lines from a distance. The top step where the columns rest also is not perfectly parallel. This step was raised 4¼ inches at the center, helping to stop the negative illusion of the structure sagging on the ends. Sculptures were found all over the exterior of the temple. They were believed to also have been created by Phidias and his workers. The artwork was found in the pediments, on the metopes, and the most sought after, the iconic frieze that ran around the outer walls of the cella. The sculptures that were found on the temple were also a dedication to the goddess Athena. The frieze is one of the most debated embellishments that were added to the temple. According to Mark Adair, the placement of the frieze is just as important as what was narrated through the images. In his article, he suggests that the frieze was placed in an area hard to be seen by the human eye because it was not meant for our view, but for the view of the deities that they worshipped. The frieze was made up of 92 metopes that tell stories of scenes about the god and goddesses that the Greeks worshipped. The inner frieze that ran along the outside of the cella is believed to illustrate a procession that took place every 4 years. They both started in the southwest part of the temple and then moved in different directions. Men in chariots, sacrificial animals, heroes, and gods can all be seen in the illustrations. The temple has been used by many civilizations over the years, and through the terrors of war, several of the sculptures have been either destroyed or moved. The Helene marbles is a group of artifacts that were removed from the temple and now has a home in the British Museum. The museum holds half of the original frieze as well.